Ball like yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me, blowing a coffee, to sleep. You weak, chic, the web, look at the boots, fleet, headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back here, get back. Fall back here, get back. So big, so no, so long as she get really good. Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we go back, way back. Run it down, we on track. But you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
We changed it.
Lamar now from the gun. Gets everything he has under this one. It's grabbed inside the 30. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fields this one at the 3. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And they steal it back on the return. Baltimore finishes the return in the end zone. Touchdown! The lead. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. First carry of the game here for the rookie from Stanford. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Pass play coming here. Finds him on the crossing route. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that means it's 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Mitchell up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Now here's Lamar. Dumps it off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Lamar off the play fake. Connects with his back. Algier. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down. The Ravens going to pump this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And they could really use a good one here. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. Boy, that was close. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Throwing from his own end zone. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on third down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 19 Lions.
From his end zone, third and long. He finds Slayton on the slant. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Has it at the 45. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Algier. He's to the 20. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 20-zip lead. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens push their lead to 21-zip already. All set up, here's Luke to kick it away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Stephanie, go!
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 21-0 our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have 2nd down and 5. Jump off caught by his back. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. He has to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Top of that play, Trenton Simpson.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready,
Working now from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Ready up.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ranger, 70 Ranger. Cougar 19. Bronco 80. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Steelers set to punt it. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Begins his return at the 16. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. New set of downs for him from the 31. Whistle off the pistol give. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Connecting on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Runs complete over the middle. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson throwing here. Finds him over the middle. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. Still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Go ahead. You are X.
3rd down and 3 coming up on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dante Kent. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Our coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side, tracking down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Ready, let's go.
They're throwing it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
60 Bison. Panther 60. 19 Lions.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Completed over the middle. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
A gain of
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it.
60 Eagles.
They'll run for this. And he works this to the 38 before going down. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Bronco 80. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Warrior 70.
Throwing on 2nd. Finds the in route complete. And he started cold at the spot. He paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All set now. 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70. 70 Lions. Ready.
Setting up to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 33-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Tag. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. He put everything he had into this one. And that's incomplete. With 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Hey, this quarterback gets out of the pocket genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
The design run. Jackson keeping it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring an end to that. Right near the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Get it. Let go.
Throwing off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He scraped together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. The Steelers calling their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They're going for this. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. They'll take him down after he advances this. At the 43. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. First and 10 from the 43.
Here we
Five plays straight ahead. And this almost ended worse, but it gets a yard out of it. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
No place to go. Ravens take him down.
One of the biggest adjustments for quarterbacks going from the collegiate level to the NFL is the blitz package. Each and every practice leading up to a game time, you are spending so much time as a QB, as an offensive group, and as that O-line trying to figure out a way to stop these blitzes. At that time, the offense, the O-line, the QB, no one had an answer for that defensive pressure.
Here he goes, third and long. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up fourth and long.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Secures this at the 17. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Mitchell on the give, headed left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
What a great sign to start the second half with this offense, because with a lead, the run game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Again, this is Mitchell. Saw the lane, hit it quick, called out a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Here's Mitchell again. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Trying to pick it up with Algier. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Algier gets it on the draw. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play action now with Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Another throw here on second down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. 35 on the pickup. And the Steelers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready?
This one's to Slayton, left side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He's going to throw it again. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter.
Got it. Ready?
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Cowboy 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the red zone on 1st. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece
The
of
Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up.
Will line up for the
Gotta be
2-point
live.
conversion.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer.
Ravens 21, Steelers 11. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
What?
Beginning on the ground with Algier. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
3rd and just 2 to go.
It's up. Sit on.
There he is on 3rd and short. He's got his man. This is And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's Algier on first down. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Even with everything he wrapped up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
The give now to Mitchell. Keeps himself upright. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Jackson, quick pass line. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he runs it across, touchdown. The Ravens can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Pressure off left, and it's blocked.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel like the whole sideline gets deflated, but I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams, and you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is, so making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Toss left side, Algier. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making a 3-score game in the fourth. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope. And he's thrown down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown. After seeing his point after blocks, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Ready?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. We've got a screen to the running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a pocket. Go get a completion. They're the premium in this league.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. air it out on third. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. The coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Starting on the ground here with Algier. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice. Now a really manageable 2nd down.
Brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Ravens getting closer to their 10th win of the season. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. This one set up for Lamar. Third down, 1 yard to go. Algier running behind center. That one gains 7. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. This one out for Lamar. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.